Happy Sunday, degenerates. It's November 9th, and today we're going to go over the predictions for the declarations for Monday. We got rec shares, some of the rec shares, and I'll go over the different schedule for those, and WPAY also from Roundhill. So let's jump right in, and then we'll also do a my portfolio review and show you guys, what kind of money I'm making. Again, I'm not a whale by any means, and you'll see that, but you'll see the yield I'm getting and total return, stuff like that. And I think you'll like what you see. So let's jump in. First, the single stock growth and income from rec shares. There's 4 that are going to declare tomorrow: NVII, TSII, MSII, and COII, based on NVIDIA, Tesla, MicroStrategy, and Coinbase. They launched new ones, but they are not going to declare till the following Monday, with X date on Tuesday, payday on Wednesday. So I won't make a guess on those. They just launched, so they're going to see if they can build up some income for a week, and then we'll see what they do next week. But they have a CWII, which is on CoreWeave. That's the only CoreWeave fund I've seen, single stock on CoreWeave. So that's interesting. And Eli Lilly, again, the only Eli Lilly fund that we cover. So I imagine more will come out. These companies are launching funds almost daily. So, and then they have a Palantir. There's plenty of those. And then they have a Walmart. Not crazy about Walmart. It's, low IV. It's probably a safe play. Probably going to pay a low yield, but, for you guys that are more growth oriented, that might be a good one. So let's get to the picks. We will start with NVII. Last payment was 28 cents. We're going to give them 29 cents, a 49% yield. The numbers next here, this column, this is if nothing changed based on the current price, current distributions. I averaged the last 3, so based on that, how much money it would take to get $1,000 a month in income. And NVII is 25K. TSI is the best one. 16K will get you $1,000 a month if nothing changes, and we know that's not. We know it's going to change. Again, none of this is financial advice. Do your own research. Check with a financial advisor. You know the stuff there. TSII last payment was 41 cents, and I base this on the IVs, the payments, whether the payments are going up, down. So they're paying 72%. The IV is 55%. So usually when that's the case, I bring them closer to the IV. 34 cents, down from 41 cents. So yeah, that's 63% yield. Still above the IV. MSII, that's been their weakest one. But again, MicroStrategy's just, not doing well lately. I think it will in the future, just don't know when. Last payment was 8 cents, 29% yield, 69% IV. So I'm giving them more because, the IV's there. I give them 12 cents, 49% yield. Up from 29% yield, but we'll see. They've been disappointing lately. But again, it's not Rex's fault. It's Strategy's just been in the crapper. COII, which is on Coinbase, 12 cents was the last one. Almost 13 cents. Again, underperforming the IV. So I gave him 18 cents, 46% yield. ULTI, I want to talk about ULTI. They are going to give us another day of payment from rec shares. They declare Wednesday, X date Thursday, payday Friday. So there is going to be a Friday payer in rec shares. ULTI, I want to show you something with ULTI. I haven't looked lately, but I looked at their biggest holding, which is Sarepta Therapeutics. They do basically like an iron butterfly strategy. And when last I checked, they had They sold a call and sold a put. I think it was like 23 around there, which is this area. And they buy a call, I think it was way up here, and buy a put way down here for protection from movement, big movement. Sarepta was high IV when I checked. I looked again this morning, and it was in the 90s, the IV of Sarepta. Now it's 72.9, so the IV's down. But they got the premium when the IV was up. Then ULTI launched on Halloween, which is this bar right here, and then I want to show you what happened. A lot of people ask, why would you do? It's a neutral strategy. Why would you do a neutral strategy on a high IV stock? Because it's been in a trading range. So the IV is going to drop, but you capture the high IV and hope for the best. Here's the problem. Look what Sarepta's done. Gap down on Tuesday, and now it's in that range. So the sold options, you get the premium. The long call up here that they bought will expire worthless if it can, I don't know what the expiration was on it. And the bought put, which I think was like 18 something, so it's right around here, protected on the downside, but the income is going to be limited. So that's that. So I want to make a guess on them. They haven't paid anything yet. I was thinking, around 80%. I was thinking they were going to compete with ULTI from YieldMax as far as yield, but with what I just saw there, I lowered that. And again, this is a total guess. I don't look at all the IVs of all of them. I just looked at the top holding. And based on the current price, I'm giving them 31 cents, which is a 70% yield. So we'll see. Total guess. Leave me a comment. What do you think it's going to pay? Are you buying this? Do you own this? I currently do not own any REC shares because they're growth and income. I'm not about growth right now. I'm only about income. And I'm going to show you the income in a minute and why I'm doing this. I still work for a living. I'm stacking up shares. I'm dripping. I'm adding new money. And I'm not touching these I'm not selling any of these as of yet. End of the year, I'll probably sell one or two just for a capital loss, to help with taxes. But anyway, then there's wash sale rules and all that. So I got to be careful there. Anyway, talk to a tax advisor about stuff like that. But, so that's the guesstimates on REX. Let's go to WPAY. A lot of you guys love WPAY. They're at $49 as of the close Friday. Their last payment was 56 cents. What am I going to give them? If I can highlight properly. I'm giving them 64 cents. 66% yield. So 17K into WPAY will get you $1,000 a month if nothing changed, which of course they do. They declare Monday, X date is Tuesday, payday is Wednesday. That's the only Monday declaration for Roundhill. They've got a declaration every day on something. So if you want a daily pay, you can easily do that with Roundhill. So that is the predictions. There's not many, for Monday. There's a lot throughout the week later on. We'll get to those when we get to those. But I want to show you my portfolio. Go to holdings. Let me show you this first, just the dashboard. This is Snowball Analytics. I recommend it keeps accurate info. I've invested $10,167. Like I said, I'm not a whale. I'm putting in about $1,000 a month, and I started in January, so that's about right. The value is $10,200, so I'm up $90, 0.3%. Now, a lot of you say, how do you want 0.3% in a year? Because it's paying me 119%. If I don't touch this, if I don't add any more money, if I don't drip, and I just withdraw, I'm making $17,000 a year on a $10,000 account. So I wanted to show that. Let's look at the holdings. Full transparency here. I have this sorted by total profit, and my best one is Tesla. You guys hate Tesla? I put in $595. It's worth $570, so it's only down $24, but it's paid $289. So I'm up $264 in profit on that, and I keep dripping it. So I'm adding funds every week. In fact, that one paid Friday after the close. Robinhood pays after the close on the payday, which is Friday. So I will buy more Tesla tomorrow. My next best performer, again, not my largest holding by any means, is Platy. Again, yield max. I put $277 in. It's worth $256, so it's down $20, but it's paid me $137. Total profit $116, 42% yield. SMCY. I put $277 in. It's down to $168. So I'm down $108, but it's paid me $158. So my total profit is about $50, 17% profit there. ULTI, you guys can hate on ULTI all you want. I put in $604. It's worth $404, so I'm down $200, but it's paid me $283. Total return 13%. So again, these funds are designed for how I'm doing it. They're long-term holds. They're designed to be dripped, reinvest the dividends back into the fund, and then you don't get the NAV loss. When ULTI declares, they declared a 7-cent payment. They paid a 7-cent payment Friday. I'm dripping that back in. So, the NAV goes down 7 cents on X day, which was Thursday. I just add it back in. Oh, they paid Thursday. Yeah, they're on the different schedule now. So they, on Wednesday, dropped by 7 cents. Thursday, I put it right back in. And so the NAV does not drop like everyone complains about. So you got to this is how I do it. You don't have to. A lot of people take all their distributions and put them into something else, which is totally fine, but you're going to see your NAV go down. Next one's NVYY. That's the Yield Boost NVIDIA fund. Double leverage, put credit spreads. I love their strategy. I put in $28. Again, nothing. It's worth $23, so I'm down $5, but it's paid me $8.63. So I'm up $3, 11% yield. Total return, I mean. Yield is much higher. YMAG. I put in $223. It's worth $179, so it's down $43, but it's paid me $68. So $25 profit, 11% total return. Again, this is all in 10 months. Some of these I added later, so it's a shorter amount of time. Let's go down further. I might be able to get the rest in here. I own 19. Nope, I gotta come back up. Okay, we did YMAG. My biggest holding, TSYY, another yield boost, double leverage on Tesla. I have $4,800 into this. It's down to $3,200 total value. So I'm down $1,500, but it's paid me $1,900. So that is a 7% total return. TSYY has come down, but it pays more than it's coming down, as I'm proving to you here. Babo, I love Babo. I only have $54 in. It's worth $36 now. So it's down $18, but it's paid me $20. 3.67% total return. IWMY Defiance on the Russell. I only have $115 in. It's only worth $81. So it's down $33, but it's paid me $37. $4 profit. That is a 3% total return. YMAX, one of my larger holdings. I believe it's my third largest. I have $3,100 in. It's only worth $26, so it's down $546, but it's paid me $597. That's $50 profit, 1.61% total return. Now we get some losers here. Coney is I believe, third, or YMAX and Coney are third and four as far as my total holdings. Yeah, Coney's 3, YMAX is 4. I have $4,800 in Coney. It's only worth $2,700. I'm down $2,167. It's paid me $2,160. So right at break even there. I am down 0.14% total return on Coney, but I'm dripping more, so that's going to come up. Misty, everyone, whoop, I didn't mean to click it. If you click on it with Snowball, you can get more info, but I'm just giving you the broad view here. Misty, you guys hate on it all you want. I put in $612. It's down to $262. We know it has dropped. So I'm down $350, but it's paid me $320. So I'm close to total return on this. Positive. It's down 4.97% total return. You've got to look at total return. iKoi from Bitwise pays monthly, and I know a lot of you don't like the monthly anymore because most of them are weekly. It's still monthly. My second largest position now, I have $4,000 in. It's only down. It's worth $3,100, so I've lost $937, and it's paid $583. So I'm down $350, 8.75% total return down. But it's newer, and it just hasn't caught up yet. And again, they pay monthly. They don't even have a payment in November. They'll have 2 in December. So we'll wait for that. And I'm still going to add a little to that, probably half of what I normally add, because I want to add another fund, SMCC from Defiance tomorrow. That'll be my 20th position and only my second Defiance fund. Like I said, IWMY is my other one, but I don't have a single stock on Defiance, and I like SMCC, so I will add that tomorrow, and we'll see how that does. COYY from Yield Boost. Again, double leverage Coinbase they trade on. I put $530 in. It is only worth $306, so I'm down $224, but it's paid $157. Again, newer fund. I'm not worried at all. Down 12.5% total return. BITK, Income Blast from Tuttle, paid a massive yield its first payment, so I jumped in. I know Wolf owns more than this than I do. Shout out to Wolf and Mrs. Wolf up in the PA. And I put in $613. It's only worth $506. It's down $100, and it's only paid $17. But again, not worried about it because I don't watch the chart and see it. And when it drops, I freak out and I sell and I lose money. No, I'm not putting new money in, and I can't drip this one, because Robinhood won't allow fractional shares on this one. So it doesn't drip it. It just goes back into my cash. So can't do it. Nothing I can do about it, but it's going to keep paying. Pays weekly. Payments have been much weaker, but I have no problem with this. They trade on IBIT, covered synthetic with covered calls on IBIT. I'm long Bitcoin, long IBIT, and I'm long BITK. Again, the market's been terrible. So anyway, that one's down 14% total return, but not concerned. Let's go down to my losers. More losers. I have these sorted, so these, it's going to get worse. But again, not a problem. IMRA, which is again a Bitwise monthly on Mara. I have $302 invested. It's only worth $165 now, so it's down $137. And it's paid $89, so it's catching up. And I do drip these, but again, we got to wait till December for the next payment, and then a second payment in December. So 15.8% down as far as total return. IMST, another Bitwise. This is the if you're long on MicroStrategy, this is the best performer of the strategy funds. As far as yield, they're paying the most. I only have $33 in. It's worth $15, so it's down $18. It's paid $9, so total return is down 27%. Fiat, the only inverse I own. It was degenerate for a while, hasn't been lately. Still paying nice yield. I have $417 in Fiat. It's worth $204. So I'm down $212. It's paid $87, down 30%. Murney, the worst performer I own. Again, I drip it. I don't add new money, but so it's going to come back. I have 114 bucks in, so not a lot. It's only worth 39 now. So I'm down 74 bucks, but it's paid 38 bucks. And it's going to keep paying because I keep dripping. So I'm adding shares. That will snowball, hence the name of the website, Snowball Analytics. Albert Einstein said, compounding is the eighth wonder of the world, and I believe it. You got to compound. You can't buy high, sell low, and say these suck. It's like a business. I have 19 employees, always working. Some work better than others. I'm hiring a 20th employee tomorrow, SMCC, and I'll put it to work. And I don't want to say I don't care what if the price drops. I do, of course, but just keep paying me. I'm holding these long term, years. Like I said, I might sell one or two just for tax purposes in December, but I'll just add to something else at that point. So anyway, those are my 19 funds. I wanted to share that with you. And again, total, I'm up 90 bucks. I put in 10-1. It's worth 10-2. $90, 0.3% total return. You say, well, that sucks. Again, not growth funds. It's going to pay me $17,000 in the next 12 months. Holdings are down 61%. And, everyone says, well, that's terrible. Doesn't matter. Only if you sell, you lose that money. As long as they don't go to zero, and I don't believe any of them will. We might see reverse splits. Fine. I don't want to see that too often. But if they do it, they do it. They did it once with Tesla. And as I showed you, Tesla is my best performer. Now, I didn't have it pre-split. That was a couple years ago. I started buying it this year. And but I put $5.95 in. It's worth $5.70, so not much there, but it's paid me $2.89, and it's going to continue to pay me whatever their current yield is. I think it's 70 to 80%. So we'll take it, and I keep dripping it, buying more shares, dollar cost averaging. So that's how I do it. I call it. We can call this the DD fund. DD fund of funds. A lot of you want a fund of funds with yield boost and some others. Rex doesn't have one yet, and that's fine if they come. We'll track them. But I'm creating my own fund of funds, the DDFF fund. We'll call it that. So that's all I want to talk about today. We talked about everything I want to. So have a great Sunday. I've got a lot of yard work to do today. It's Sunday morning, but I'll premiere this probably tonight around 7. In fact, I will premiere it around 7, but you won't know that till you get the notification. Anyway, have a great day. Hit the like. Let me know in the comments what you think, and we will talk later.